pedals here from Anasounds, and we'll be focusing mainly on the new Utopia version 2. The Utopia, if you don't know what these pedals are, these are both delay pedals. This is the standard Utopia and this is the Utopia Deluxe, which adds more features. So this is the new one, that's what we're going to focus on, but this one is here to let you hear the difference and see what more this can do and if it's worth paying a little extra money for. I think these will be around $230 and this is $299 EU. All right, let's dive right into it. It's an analog voiced digital pedal with the famous PT2399 chip. It's a warm sounding digital delay chip, very popular, a lot of brands use them. It just sounds lovely. You have your feedback, so the amount of repeats, time, mix, so how loud the repeats are, and tone, which is very useful. So if you set it darker, you get a more analog voiced sound. There's a little bit of grit on the trail of the repeats, so that helps bring out an analog style character with the benefits of a digital chip, which means more delay times. So this can do like 500 milliseconds on a single chip. And then there is this little switch here that lets you select. There's a modulation, like a flutter, tape flutter, always on, super subtle and beautiful, and then it goes down into a more heavy modulation if you want to make things weirder. What the Utopia Deluxe has is tap tempo, which is very useful. For that alone would be worth spending more money. You have the dividers, so that you can set it to dotted eighth and triplets and stuff like that. And there's the bliss knob, which lets you control that modulation, which is just a switch here. And this one also has a built-in preamp. Let's go with the Utopia version 2. I have the Chase Bliss Brothers AM on, which is the analog man thing they recently did, going into the 2-rock classic reverb signature and the Panucci Telecaster. Beautiful. And now you start hearing the just very subtle in the background. Start out of setting. Dreamy. Rolling up the tone. It gets brighter, but still has that granular decay which makes it sound more organic to me. Really, really nice character, lots of character. Alright, let's try the Utopia Deluxe. This is absolutely beautiful. This has a longer delay time, because I think it has 2 chips. This is a little cleaner sounding, cleaner. The trills are a little bit cleaner. And here you have the bliss knob. Benefit of having a tap tempo with like dotted 8 is you can do stuff like this easily. So I'm just playing. You can do that on the Utopia V2 as well, but you have to set it manually. So, you know, it can do that. You have to set it manually. The tap tempo makes it very easy to do stuff like that. If that is your thing, go for the Deluxe. Otherwise, this is just a fantastic sounding delay. Let's do slapback. Ratings. Build quality, metal enclosure. The wood on top, I don't know how durable the bamboo is. I would say 8 out of 10. Innovation, well, it's not the first brand to use a PT2399 chip in a delay pedal. It's an evolution on the original Utopia. It's a very simplistic delay pedal. It sounds perfect, but not a lot of innovation. 6 out of 10. Anasounds makes some of the best looking pedals out there, I think. Bamboo. It's a super simple idea, and if you have a laser, it's quite easy to do actually. But you need to have a laser, and they are expensive. But you know, adding that touch of bamboo on top of the enclosure just makes it super cool, and the graphics are absolutely beautiful. 10 out of 10. Ease of use, well, it's all self-explanatory. Doesn't have a tap tempo though, would be a bit too close to each other. The switches would be too close to each other. If you want a tap tempo, just get the deluxe version. But you know, for this ease of use, I would say 8 out of 10. Sound, it doesn't have the super huge amounts of mojo of an analog delay pedal. It does have the benefits of a digital delay pedal, and it has its own unique voice, I think. It sounds very, very lovely and not too dark, you know. Sometimes the delay pedal can be so dark that it doesn't really poke through the mix. That's the benefit of having a digital chip, I think. I'm rambling. Sound, it's beautiful. 9 out of 10. Pricing, I think this is $229. Don't hold it against me. It's very fair for a delay pedal like this with those looks. It's not super cheap, you know. It's fair price. 8 out of 10. Brings the total to an 8 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye.